Before diving in, there's something that I want to share with you all, something that I've been creating behind the scenes and putting a lot of love into for the past couple of weeks. And I am now so excited to be able to finally release it / announce it with all of you. For all of you brand designers, I know you all hold a very special place in my heart, as I used to be a brand designer myself back in the day. I have now created a 10-day free challenge called the Build Your Own Design Portfolio Challenge. This is going to help you completely revamp your portfolio and fill it with passion projects that are going to attract paying clients. Because I know a lot of you have not touched your portfolio in so damn long. It literally has been sitting there. And when you look at it, it comes a time where you're like, ugh, like I hate my portfolio, and you don't even want to show it to potential clients because on some level, even though the portfolio is amazing, because come on, you're talented, you have grown so much that you've outgrown that portfolio. And to some extent, you feel like that portfolio, it is complete garbage and you're embarrassed by it. It just does not align with the types of businesses that you want to work with, whether it's a jewelry boutique or a vintage clothing store or somebody that is more purpose driven and has this like really powerful mission. You want to work with more of those businesses. So it is time to toss that old dinky portfolio aside and build something that is going to be more aligned with how you want to grow your business, to build a portfolio that is actually injected with brand strategy so that it elicits an emotional response from those dream clients, from those people that you're just dying to work with, so that they go ahead and start inquiring. The coolest part about this 10-day challenge is that, yes, it's all free. Duh, probably one of the best parts, but no. We're going to leverage this challenge in order to start selling, in order to start attracting paying clients right on the spot. So if you're just as excited as I am to ditch your old portfolio, create a new one that actually works for you, sign up right now on the website. I can't wait to see you inside. Welcome to the Fiercely Visible CEO podcast. I'm your host, Steph Wharton. Join me as we dive into how to become a wildly in-demand CEO that prioritizes balance between life and business, isn't afraid of making the scary decisions that get you results you actually care about, and unapologetically breaks the rules to build the business and life of your dreams. Running your own business is definitely an adjustment. A lot of us, especially if we went into the corporate world and had a 9-to-5, even part-time jobs, right? We are used to being an employee. We're used to following rules and doing what other people are telling us to do, which makes perfect sense. That's why people are in charge, right? That's why you have a manager. That's why there's a VP, etc. All these different roles, all these leadership roles that are put in place to ensure that things are done a certain way, to ensure that the work is done properly, to ensure that the atmosphere, like the working conditions are good, to ensure that clients are happy, and all these other responsibilities that these leaders have. So as employees, we're used to following along. Your job is to perform your duties properly, effectively, and to keep the customers happy. And the old saying of the customer is always right, right? So we're used to that. It's how we've been conditioned to operate throughout school. Once we go full time and we enter the workforce, etc., we're always following somebody else's vision or version of what doing things right is. And when we transition into entrepreneurship, it is a challenge to let go of those things, to recondition ourselves to act a certain way, to think in a new way, because now we have to think for ourselves. Now we are the leader, we are the CEO, which means that we get to call the shots on what we do inside of our business, how we choose to run it, who we actually want to work with. Like, you don't have to work with anybody that comes to you, right? You get to choose. You get to decide if that is quote unquote a dream client, or if it's somebody that just doesn't light you up. Perhaps you don't hold similar values. You don't have a similar vision as to what it means to be an entrepreneur. Perhaps you don't have a similar mission on how you want to make a difference, how you want to impact people or change the world. Whatever that might be, maybe your communication styles are just different. Your personality is too different, and that's just not somebody you want to work with. And that's totally cool because you're in charge. You own your own business. So whether it's a big decision or a small decision, you're now in charge and you get to decide what flies and what doesn't get to be a part of your business. But like I said, it's a challenge. It's something that you got to now completely reframe and restructure the way that you make decisions, the way that you think. And it bleeds into all areas of running a business. Like, even when it comes to creating offers, we often look outwards, right? Even though we are the leaders, we look externally to see what others are doing, to try and find out what is the right way to do this. What is the right way to create the best offer? The offer that's going to be super desirable, that everybody's going to want to buy. Like, what do I have to do in order to be immensely successful, in order to land millions and millions of clients, in order to just have invoices getting paid left, right, and center? So when we're looking externally, the problem is that we're now relinquishing that power. We're relinquishing that control, that ability to make our own decisions, and we're giving it to somebody else. So whether it is us looking externally at what other people are doing, or whether it's us investing in courses, in resources, in ebooks, in workshops, in coaching programs, in one-on-one coaches, whatever you're investing in or whatever you're just absorbing in just naturally in the online space, to some extent, it is possible that you will subconsciously start to mimic what other people are doing. And to some extent, there's certain things that it makes sense to quote unquote mimic. It's not copying, it's just things you didn't know. Like, maybe I should have an email list. Maybe I should sell inside that email list. Maybe I should offer a discount inside that email list. The problem becomes when you just keep adding and adding and adding all these strategies, all these things that you have to do in order to do it perfectly, in order to do it right, in order to see the same type of success that everybody else is seeing in the online space and everything that they keep talking about. And then you look at your business and you don't even recognize it. You're like, who built this business? I don't like email, or I don't like, I don't know, showing up on Instagram. I don't care about Pinterest. I don't care about YouTube. I don't care about creating passive offers. I don't care about, let's say if you're a designer, I don't want to design websites. Like, I hate designing websites. So you're having all these realizations that you have created a business that doesn't light you up, a business that doesn't look like something that you would have created because it mirrors somebody else's business. And it's kind of cool, kind of scary, but kind of cool to realize that you actually have the freedom, you have all the power to change it. Even if you look and kind of like self-audit your business right now and come to realize that you've been doing things just because you think you have to and not because you genuinely want to, you now get to change that. You get to stop doing the things that don't excite you, the things that feel forced, the things that feel inauthentic, the things that are just honestly not working because they're not working for you. They're working against you. because you're trying too damn hard to fit into this perfect box in order to do it right, that the energy is just awful. And that energy is the energy that you're now showing up with, let's say on social media, emails, whatever. And nobody likes that energy. They may not notice it consciously. They may not just go like, ugh, Sarah, like, what's up with your energy? I'm not going to invest with you. No, it's probably just subconscious. It's under the radar. There's something that's just not pulling them in, not making them have that little aha moment, like maybe I should invest in Sarah. So it's a subconscious energy that's keeping them at bay. Whereas instead, if you start making decisions like a CEO, if you start to do the things that you're actually kind of like intrigued about and are looking forward to do, like let's say you do actually love emails because it gives you all this freedom. Like now you don't have to show up on social media 24/7. Instead, you can have all these automated sequences that are going to nurture these relationships. They're going to build powerful connections, and then they're going to sell automatically in the back end while you're just hanging out on the beach, going on a boat ride, sipping on a mimosa, whatever it is that you sip on. Probably shouldn't have said a mimosa, should have said like a White Claw or something like that, because that's more my cup of tea. But in any case, you're sipping a delicious drink. So if that's what you want, if that's what's kind of exciting you, that lifestyle, that way of running your business, stop whatever it is that you're doing or just pivot, like adjust slightly and start to run your business in a way that serves you, that serves your personality, and that serves your audience better. And ultimately, that serves the type of lifestyle that you're trying to pursue, that you actually want to live within right now. Because following other people's way of doing things, like I said, to some extent, it's okay as long as you're not just flat out copying everything they're doing. But at the end of the day, it's relinquishing that power that you hold as an entrepreneur, and it's not allowing you to pave your own path. It's not allowing you to be innovative. It's not allowing you to be unique and to stand out amongst all the competition in a way that feels good, in a way that allows you to show up as your best self. So take that moment. If you want to ditch an offer, if you want to completely revamp the way you handle your client experience, if you want to change the way that you're marketing, that you're selling, if you want to completely revamp your portfolio because it just sucks and you've been going in this direction that didn't make sense and that doesn't feel like fun for you anymore, do those things. Don't just do the group program or the one-on-one coaching or the web design because you think you have to because everybody else is doing it. Just look inwards and do whatever the hell you want to do because you're in charge. You are the fierce CEO. You are the fierce leader. So you should start acting like one. That's it for this week's episode of the Fiercely Visible CEO podcast. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at StephWharton_ for more valuable content. And if you enjoyed the show, don't forget to rate and review us wherever you get your podcasts.